What's going on, my Broodwar brothers? Welcome back to another ladder battle here. We've got Tengu in the top left-hand corner versus Shuttle in the bottom left, and I was looking for a game here, a Troy game, a game on Troy, that new map, because I just wanted to show you guys how broken, imbalanced, horrible this map truly is, and I think I might have found just the game. This is recommended by Dude Nerd, and yeah, this map just sucks. It sucks, guys. I've been playing a whole bunch of it on ladder because I don't like retro. Among other maps, I don't like Fighting Spirit. I don't like retro. I don't like Dark Origin. So those are my vetoes right now, and I keep getting this map, and it blows my mind that this is even a map that we're seeing in the ASL right now. So shout out to the ASL, Africa TV. Just burn this map. Just kill it with fire, please. We do not want to see this map or another map like this anytime in the future. This right here is horrible. It is horrible for Terrans and Zerg players. Protoss players can abuse the hell out of this, and we're going to see probably Shuttle abuse Tengu here. I just imagine that's what we're gonna see. Tengu, you know, we saw him in the ASL this season. He's a strong contender. He's an up-and-coming player, an ACS champion. He's a guy who we should be looking for in the future to do very well, possibly in the ASL, if he keeps up the hard work that he's been putting in on the ladder. He plays a lot of ladder games. Shuttle also made it into the ASL this season. Kind of a clown for the most part. That's at least the character that he portrays in the ASL and on stream and that type of thing. But he does put in some good hard work. He practices a lot. You can tell that he prepares very solidly for these professional matches. But something like this on the ladder, I'm sure he's just kind of clowning, playing around on stream and not really taking it seriously. And we'll see how he does here against Tengu. He's already built a gateway, sent a zealot across the map. This is a strange build, what we're seeing out of Tengu. He's really set up the wall in here very, very early. And he's got one Marine to sort of poke at this zealot, but Probe's gonna come forward, try to push that back, and we've already put quite a bit of damage on this assimilator. With just one Marine poking this, it takes a long time to kill this zealot. So dealing quite a bit of damage to that assimilator. If one of these assimilators dies, the vultures cannot make it through this gap. If two of them dies, nothing but a ghost can make it through there. So you can imagine what a pain that would be for Tengu if one of these were to die. And it's already getting kind of low, so he's actually going to pull a bunch of SCVs here with the first vulture popping out and the Marines to try and block this. He has to stop this from happening. I'm gonna jump here on top of the Marines. Oh my god, the Marines go down so quickly, and now there's no Marines to put in the bunker. He does manage to kill the zealot at least, but I think this vulture will end up going down. You can see it's not quite being repaired fast enough. One more hit should finish it off. There it is. He does pick that off, and the Marine should fall as well. It will not make it here into the bunker, and a second Dragoon should be arriving any second. Oh, the 3 HP Dragoon here will finally get picked off, but the bunker doesn't have anything inside of it. He should be able to kill the vulture. The vulture isn't going to be repaired fast enough. I don't think so. One more hit. One more hit. One more hit. One more hit. Oh my gosh, it just barely repaired. I guess 3 SCVs is not quite enough to even out the damage, but it's like just about there. Just barely. Not quite enough to, you know, fully repair, but it can sustain you for long enough for that Marine to pop out, and he just holds onto the natural. I thought there was going to be some sort of early play in the beginning to kill the assimilator, but I guess that would end the game really, really fast. The game would be super, super short if that were the case, and it probably wouldn't be sent to me. It probably wouldn't be recommended as a potential game to be casted. So that's not going to be the case here. We've got a starport on the way. Tengu going to go for some sort of drop here. I like the idea behind this. You want to get drops out on the map, try to deal some damage. to the Protoss, but you know, eventually Protoss is gonna grow and they're gonna start taking bases like this one down here. And if you've got a dropship flying around, maybe you can slow some of that down. Maybe you can get some damage. It's a good idea here from Tengu. How will it be executed in this game? Because we're gonna have Reaver out. And guys, the problem with Terran on any of these island or semi-island maps is that Protoss, their drops are just always better. There's nothing that you can put into a dropship as a Terran player that's gonna match 2 Reavers in a shuttle. 2 Reavers in a shuttle is just so brokenly strong in comparison to anything. Like, think about it. 2 tanks get wiped out by a Reaver, 2 Reavers in a shuttle. You know, 2 tanks and a Vulture, 4 Goliaths, anything you can put in there is gonna get smashed by 2 Reavers. It's just not even close. So that's gonna become a factor here, I think, in this game. Once we have Reavers out flying around everywhere and the shuttles flying around everywhere as well, the dropships are just not gonna find much damage, I think, as long as the Reaver shuttle is kind of trailing them and matching them, countering the drops is gonna be easy here for shuttles. So we're gonna get a Wraith out. A Wraith before dropship. Kind of interesting that he made... Oh, what is this? He's hiding it in the top left? That's so interesting. I'm so curious about what's going on in his head right now. He built the add-on. He built the add-on? Oh, Reaver here in the natural. No kills thus far. Good pull away. There's the Wraith coming out. Oh, he gets the Reaver. Oh man, this is really bad right now for Shuttle. Shuttle gonna lose the shuttle and the Reaver as well, and he got no damage. No damage at all. So in a normal game, you would say that Tengu is massively far ahead right now, but this is, again, Troy. Anything can happen. He's already got the 3rd base on the way here. No dropship yet still. So I'm surprised Tengu didn't make that drop. He's going to go into 4 factory play now. It's been spotted by the observer here. The Wraith was a really good idea, though, to shut down that dropship, and not the greatest play from Shuttle. Losing that early Reaver really gonna hurt him here, but I mean, he's got another base coming. It's not the end of the world here. He's gonna be able to grab his 3rd base. He should have another shuttle popping out in a second. He will have speed here coming out soon. It's too bad he didn't build the shuttle first, because he needs to actually transfer probes down here. And the Reaver's not going to help you to do that. I guess it's going to walk its way out to the front. At least it'll be there for defense, but that's a little bit unfortunate there. Can't actually transfer anything down to this 3rd, just for the time being. Shuttle's going to pop out, and he's going to send his Dragoons, just naked Dragoons, heading to the top right. That's a little bit funny. If there were mines out, he would be in a lot of trouble. Luckily for him, no mines have been thrown down on the field just yet. He is going to catch this probe heading towards bottom right, which is big. Catching that probe is super annoying right now for Shuttle. Shuttle, no second gas. No second gas just yet. A little bit rough. A little bit rough without that second gas. He's probably going to be going for like a Gateway Man style. Gateway Man, a few Reavers, and a lot of Zealots. That's probably what we're going to see here. He's adding on some cannons in the mineral lines here. Probably a couple of cannons going to go down here as well. We do not have any dropships out for Tengu just yet, but 2 Wraiths are on the field. You kind of expect drops after you see the Wraith out on at the early game, right? Because you know that he's got the starport. Why not build a dropship? It's just, it kind of tracks, right? It's common sense. Like, you've got this starport. Wraith comes out first, deals with this shuttle, stops the Reaver, then there should be a drop. Not the case. Not the case here for Tengu. Even built the add-on and never got anything. No upgrades coming out of that either. No cloak, No dropship. Very interesting. Interesting decision making. He's gonna come right up here to the front. And you know, Shuttle didn't even know about this until about 2 seconds ago. He does have some stuff up here on the high ground, so he can defend, but that was, I mean, that was really bad from Shuttle. He had no idea that this was even coming. He was just kind of doodling along, just playing his own game, playing a bit of single player here. And suddenly, Tengu is right at his natural with turrets and mines and tanks all set up here. This is going to be a tough position to break. We're going to get a single Reaver shot off. Looks like this is the one tank that can actually hit anything on this high ground. It's been hitting the assimilator and some of these Dragoons up here as well. Tengu's going to try to break this. Really unfortunate that Shuttle had no idea that this was coming. He's trying to put up another base down here, it looks like, but not able to do that just yet. Tengu dedicated push here is coming. Reaver getting some free pot shots down onto the low ground there. It looks like the gas is gonna fall. One more tank gonna be dropped just in range. Ooh, Reaver goes down there. Pretty unfortunate. The Wraith does fall as well, though. With the Wraith gone, means you can't see too much here on the high ground. No Zealot speed. The Zealot speed is about to come in. We have some Zealots and Reavers in the Shuttle to break this. It's gotta be time now. Shuttle has to go here pretty soon. He's, you know, delayed long enough here, I think. He's got to pull the trigger eventually. He loses the Reaver up there on the high ground for just one shot on, I don't even know what that was. I think he might have taken one shot on a Vulture there and lost the Reaver. Pretty bad trade for Shuttle. Here we go. He's gonna dive on top of everything, dropping Zealots out on this army. Gonna go ahead and pick up that Reaver back into the Shuttle. He's killed a few of the tanks, but there's too many Zealots. All right, too many Vultures to clean up the Zealots, and the Dragoons evaporate here. Tanks in high enough number to continue to push forward. This is such a nice little spot here to set the tank up on the low ground. You can hit almost everything. You can almost hit this assimilator here from that little position. Tengu's still gonna keep closing in here. Another Reaver pops out. Another Shuttle is ready. More units are rallying their way down here. Tengu not gonna let go of this death grip he has on the natural. Dragoon's gonna run into some mines over on this right-hand side, it looks like. As probes start to fall, he really does need to do something about this. Reaver gets dropped here on top. Oh my god, I think he lost a Reaver inside that Shuttle. But there's not enough Vultures anymore. The Vultures have been kind of cleaned up at this point. Oh, the Dragons are gonna get wiped out. The Zealots are actually getting on top of the tanks, and look at this. He is gonna be able to hold for now. Somehow, some way, Shuttle gonna be able to hold on, and I think if he just goes now, he can actually break this. That's enough Zealots, that's enough Dragoons that Tengu is gonna get forced back. Look at that. No upgrade Protoss, able to break through the 1-0 Terran army. Completely entrenched position. Does eventually manage to macro his way out of that spot. How many gateways? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gate. 9 gate macro was the magic number here for Shuttle to get out of his natural. And now that he's broken those chains, it's kind of like a Zerg player who has a contain on the Protoss for a long time, right? You're building lurkers and hydras and setting up that big contain in front of the Protoss natural. If they manage to break out, then it becomes like kind of Protoss favored at that point. They can get out on the map. They can make things happen, whereas you've just been sitting at home kind of focusing really heavily on containing your opponent. Whoa, dropship heading directly over here. I don't think that's where that was supposed to be. Tengu, hello? Okay, he is gonna send that back home. Doesn't even have anything in it, so I don't know where that was headed. Maybe a misrally there. They did finally build a dropship. He's building a second dropship as well. So he's got actually 4 dropships in production right now. And those drops are going to pop out. I wonder what he's going to try to do with those now. He needs actually to take a third base, but where do you take a third base on this map? Because taking a third up here is really, really tough. Taking a third base here is tough. All these bases are kind of like island bases that are going to be shut down very, very quickly by the shuttle reaver play. He's going to pick up a bunch of his army, drop it into this back base, land at a command center, and try to airlift some SCVs over there to start that base mining. If he can get that up and running, I guess that's going to be okay. But meanwhile, shuttle gets the base in the bottom right. He's got cannons over there. He is starting to saturate that. He should be able to get down here, take this base as well. Looks like we're just checking out where the bases are coming up here right now. Shuttle sees that there's no base in the center left. He sees there's no base in the top center. I think he's okay with that, as long as we're not expanding kind of, you know, too openly here as Tengu. I think Shuttle's going to be 100% okay. Adding on gateways down here in the bottom right and getting into this base as well. Put some cannons up here on the high ground. Really make it difficult for vultures or, you know, little counter strikes of units to make their way and do any sort of harassment damage. So Shuttle staying active on the map with these drops. Anytime there's a drop, like I said, anytime there's a drop with these three dropships, I think even 4 dropships worth of stuff from the Terran, it will struggle to deal with the 2 shuttles with all these zealots and reavers inside of them. I don't know which army will win. Like if both of these dropped out everything at the same time as the shuttles, it would be close. It would be close depending on how the reaver shots connected. You know, if everything drops out and it's kind of clumped up, the reaver shots can just kill, you know, 3 tanks all in one shot, and the zealots jump on top of everything. The reavers keep firing. Once they get their second shot off, the second volley probably going to kill a bunch of stuff as well. It's just really messy. So let's see where these dropships go and how quickly Shuttle can counter, and whether or not those 2 shuttles worth of units can actually clear this up. Let's see. Here we go. Dropships heading down here. I don't think that Shuttle was able to see that. He's actually pushing in over on this side right now, but I think he'll back off in a moment. He's not actually ready to break this, and here comes a big drop into the bottom right. I don't see Shuttle's vision. It's not a live game, so we're not sure if he knows about this. There it is. He sees it now, and he's gonna go directly for this assimilator. Interesting tactic here by Tengu to shut down this assimilator, make it so that nothing can come back here to assist this location. These zealots are not going to be able to make it through there. We've got some shuttles. We've got a shuttle with a bunch of Templar. That is the next level of attack that makes these drops even stronger. You know, 2 Templars and a Reaver can clear an amazing number of dropped gateway units. Here we go. Or dropped factory units, excuse me. Here we go. Gonna drop on top of all this. Storm comes down on top of those tanks. Gonna be able to drop another storm here, keep the damage going, gets another 2 tanks here. Could go for the storm on the dropships. He will go for the storm on the drops, but the dropships will back away now. Where are all the zealots? There should be a bunch of zealots popping out here. Oh, he's actually maxed. He can't build anything. That's a little bit rough for Shuttle right here. He literally can't build anything. He's building some DTs over here, I guess. That's what he's gonna use to clear this out. He's got two cannons left. 2 cannons left to deal with this, and there comes the DTs. They're gonna clear that out. And finally, he will be able to get back to mining here, down at the bottom right. Was quite the drop there, actually, from Tengu. He did some pretty good damage. You know, he slowed things down quite a lot. And he cut off this rally point, which is painful. I think you actually need to go Arbiter now if you want to win this game as Shuttle. I can't imagine why you wouldn't want to go Arbiter on a map like this. A map like this, it just leans itself towards Arbiter so much, and you're not going to be able to get this army out of this base. Anything that's built out of these gateways is just gonna kind of be stuck here. It is an island after all, so that's not a winning position. Let's take a look at the upgrades here. It is 2-2 for the Terran mech. And what have we got here? 1-1 for the Protoss Gateway Man army. Some shuttles gonna make their way over here towards the third. The mines, very well placed. Tengu getting a lot of value out of those mines and actually dealing with the army very, very well here. So what I said earlier about the shuttles being stronger than the dropships, I mean, that only applies if you don't drop on top of mines, right? If you don't drop on top of mines, then things should go the Protoss way, but if you drop right directly on top of mines, of course you're gonna get wiped out. Army kind of stuck here in the top right-hand corner now, but it is allowing an opportunity for a big flank to come out, right? We could see a big army come through the bottom side and one come through the top and make a big problem here for Tengu. But right now, shuttle just gonna come up here towards the top center, deal with that CC that's trying to float down here. And here we go. He's gonna bring the armies together. One army from the top right, one army from the bottom left. They're gonna try to pincer this Terran mech here in the middle of the map. He does lose a few Dragoons, but he's got a lot of Zealots left over to try and take this out. Now the Nexus is gonna fall. Looks like he will trade out some tanks. Managed to pick off a few of them. Storms come down on a lot of this. Dealing some good damage there. One last shuttle will escape. A few more Dragoons and Zealots being made over here. We are mined out in the main and natural now. Likewise, here for Tengu, he's only on 1 base mining, whereas shuttle is on 2. Gonna take this base down here as well, which is a big boon here for shuttle. He doesn't want to be losing all of these Dragoons right now. I think you need to back away from this position. Tengu actually going to make his way over towards the natural now. Interesting choice. Not really any other place to attack, I guess, by land. If you try to attack down towards the bottom right, of course, those assimilators blocking you, so not really any point in going down there. Tengu, the only route, the only option really available to him now is to push down into this base. And this is the problem with Troy, man. This is what makes Troy such a shit map. There's so few options for the Terran player, and I would argue for the Zerg player as well. When you're playing against Protoss, they have all the options, they have all the control, and you've got to take one crappy option and try to make it work. It's so frustrating, and we're just gonna get stormed over and over and over and over and over again. Little Storm Boy here thinks he can win with only the T button from the high ground every single time, making Tengu's life a misery. Even though he's playing quite well, he's even getting his 4th base online. I don't know if it's gonna matter here. He's isolated, you know, I don't even know how much supply that is, like 50 supply over there in the top right. Can't do anything, but I don't know if he can even break in here. And even if he breaks this base, what does it matter? I think that Shuttle would be smart to just kill his assimilators and leave. Pick up everything and just leave. I guess it's still winning for him to just keep on storming everything, so why not get value out of these storms from the high ground? So I guess he's gonna keep fighting here. But it's starting... Oh, he loses the shuttle. That was big. That had 2 Templar inside of it. I think eventually this is not going to be good for him anymore. He needs to get some shuttles over here. I'm really shocked that he hasn't sent shuttles over to that top center. It's undefended. There's nothing here. Not even a single turret. So he really does need to shut that down. We should see Tengu take this space as well. Surprised that we haven't seen him take that yet. When we're pushing this direction, we're kind of also defending the center left at the same time. So you can see... gonna kill us. Yeah, he does kill these now. Okay, all he has to do is kill one. Just one assimilator gets killed. Now Tengu can never push in here. Pretty lame. Honestly, really, really lame. You just can't get in here. You can't do it. I mean, he's gonna kill a bunch of these gateways. Who cares? I've got a ton of more gateways down here. I'm really shocked to see no shuttles being sent up here. We don't even have another robo or anything. We're just sitting with 2 robos here in the main base. He does have a bunch of shuttles heading out now. 6 shuttles, in fact. Maybe he can loop around and get over here to the top center. I don't even know if that's the right choice right now. He's going to go ahead and kill these assimilators so he can take this base for free. And there's not really anything Tengu can do about that. Where does he have dropships right now? I haven't seen them for quite a long time. Okay, he's got 1 up here. Just the 1, though. And Tengu, I mean, he's trying to push in here and kill gateways. I really feel like he's missing the mark here because this is what's going to be under attack in a moment. Shuttle is definitely going to go for that. And that's going to be a bad day. Really bad day for Tengu. He's going to lose all the mining up here. He's going to lift the SCV, or lift the CC, just run the SCVs away. I mean, not a lot of SCVs are going to go down, and it seems like the CC should live because there's only 2 Dragoons here. But this does suck. We can't actually mine anywhere. We need to take this base so bad. We needed to take this base like 5-ish minutes ago. Just lift this CC, man. Lift one of these CCs and just land it here. For the love of God. Okay, he's gonna actually track down this army over here. Catching the army. Up in the top right, we've got some shuttles gonna make their way over here. Storm, of course, in the choke. It's the only way to do it. You gotta choke them. Then throw down your little T button. That's the way that it's done. 100% of the time. Are we gonna get a CC floated over here? I am baffled that we don't have one making its way down here. Right, just bring the Goliaths over here and defend it. It's, I feel like that's the right call. But we're gonna take a CC over here. Okay, I don't mind this either. Taking this CC is pretty good. Not having Goliaths on that base is a little bit iffy. Okay, we've got 2 shuttles. Where are they gonna go from here? I guess unloading up in the top. Good God, guys, what is this map? Why am I forced to play? And I mean, I'm not forced to, but why do I have to cast this map? It is just crazy to me that this is even a map in the pool. This map needs to be vetoed. This map needs to be, like I said, kill it with fire, guys. This map is terrible. And I was hoping this was going to make for some really great games, some really interesting games in the ASL, but I'm losing hope of that being a reality. I hope we're going to see something good in the round of 4 or the round of 8. Because I've seen everything up till then, and yeah, it hasn't, I mean, I don't even know, did they play it in the round of 16? I don't think they even used it in the round of 16. I think it's just reserved for the round of 8. Drops here over at this bottom center, but as you can see, dropping as Terran is a nightmare against Storm. Just constant storms here. Dragoons just barely out of range. Gonna sit here while Storms kill off the drop ships. Shuttle's gonna come through and drop way more high quality units directly on top of these. Oh, he did manage to get the shuttle. Not bad, not bad. Killing off the shuttles here is pretty darn good. He does lose the dropship, though, to a storm, funnily enough. Looks like the Nexus can't be hit from here. So, Shuttle in a bit of a predicament here. He's going to throw down another storm. But somehow, some way, he doesn't just win by pressing the T button. So he's going to have to find another way to do it here. This base, I just cannot believe that hasn't been taken. We've got so much defense all around this area. We're just not going to take that base. Blowing my mind right here. Okay, he's going to drop one more time over into this base here. Picking off some of these shuttles before they unload their units. But again, shuttles have way higher quality units. Gonna drop off here. Throw down a couple more storms. Looks like you might get the science vessel. Oh, go kill it. Kill the science vessel. What are we doing right now? The 18 HP science vessel. That's one hit from a Dragoon away from death. +3 is now done. Drops are coming in once again. Shoot that. Oh my, just shoot it. What are we doing? Kill it. Oh my god. I actually thought that dragon was gonna sacrifice itself for something meaningful, but instead it throws its its life away for nothing. Here comes another drop, guys. And are you starting to feel the pain yet? Are you starting to feel the distress that Terran players can feel on this map? It is visceral pain right now that I'm sensing from this man Tengu. I mean, he's just trying to play a game on the ladder, and he's forced into playing this god-awful game where he has to keep dropping over this wall over and over and over again, trying to kill this one base that Shuttle has, and he just cannot make it happen because Templar and Storm over and over and over again keep shutting him down. He has this base in the top right. He's probably going to be fine here. He's putting up a bunch of turrets. He's probably going to win this game. However, drops coming up to the top right. Just some Storm boys. A little Archon buddy in there. Can he get some big old storms here? There we go. Fatty storms on this mineral line. Wiping out a lot of those SCVs. Only 28 SCVs remain. Another attempt down here at the 6 o'clock to break this base. Can he finally do it here? Yes, it looks like he will. Oh, wait a second. The far superior dropping unit. The shuttle from Protoss. Looks like that's going to be able to clean up, and the Nexus survives again. I'm starting to feel a bit of deja vu here, guys. It's happening again. More shuttles and more storms will be inbound here. I guarantee it. Look at all the storms in there. Look at all the storm boys just waiting for their chance to press that T button. Oh, are we gonna get a storm on the dropship? That dropship's so low. If he goes for the storm, he's gonna get the dropship and the tanks, most likely. Oh my gosh, that deals so much damage. Everything dies, of course. And Tengu once again denied from getting down here into the 6 o'clock. This base can continue to mine because that's fair. And look at this. Tengu actually probably gonna win this game somehow, some way. I guess through pure force of will, and maybe just a little bit from Shuttle being a complete clown, because why would you not go for Arbiter on this map? Why would you not go for Carrier on this map? You just have to stick with Shuttles the whole game. I know it's your name, Shuttle, but like, come on, man. It's so broken how strong Carrier is on this map, dude. It's silly. It's comical, actually, how broken it is. The D-Matrix is gonna save this tank forever. The 14 kill tank with D-Matrix for days here. This is the hero of this map. The hero of Terran on Troy. He's holding the gates, man. Keeping back the Protoss. Oh my god, is he gonna save this base? Please tell me no. Okay, finally it goes down. Closure for our Terran player. It's a little bit of hope here. After killing that Nexus, he's finally gonna head up towards the top right, but I mean, can he actually break this? We're gonna try and take a fresh Nexus. If we can get this base up and operational, this game will continue, guys, but it's kind of a long shot here where the storms are gonna come out. The EMP! Oh, the EMP. The beautiful, beautiful EMP there. Finally shutting down some of these storms. That's a lot of storm, though. Oh my gosh. Okay, miss big whiffs on a lot of these storm. He will have to back off from here. That's so many Templar, guys. And look at the bank that Shuttle has right now. Another storm gonna go down. Another storm gonna go down. Feeling like DJ Khaled right now. Another one and another one. How many times is he just gonna hit that T button and pray? I think it's gonna be enough times to where we just want to leave this game. It's like the SCV can't make its way up towards the 12 o'clock. That's a shame. That's an island right now. Still hasn't taken it. Nobody's taking this base. This base is off limits. It is forbidden to take that base over there at the center left. We would rather take this one over here at the center right than take that one. Bunch of units getting loaded up here. I think we're gonna see Shuttle break this. I think Shuttle's gonna actually get this base up, guys. I have a feeling right now. Zealot's gonna be dropped right on top of these tanks. They are gonna get taken down. Storms do land on these tanks as well. And a big army is moving down. Okay, I thought it was bigger than that, but not as big as I thought. But a few of these Templar are gonna get picked off. We'll have to, you know, refill on Templar here. He's got 6 more Templar, by the way, coming out right now. 6 more Templar on the in the production tab here. This base, is he actually gonna try and come up here? I thought he was gonna take this. I really thought he was gonna take this, but I guess he's gonna try and come up here and break this location. I don't think there's much of a hope of this happening, but let's see it. Shuttle gonna go to work on all these tanks. Tanks are getting quite low right now. The Dragoons are making their way onto the high ground. The Zealots have taken control of this base, but we don't have any storms left over. No storms to actually deal with the follow-up army here from Tengu. And it looks like Shuttle has just about dropped his last Storm Boy in this game. I think he is just about out of this one. And there it is. GG is called. Wow. Tengu, the grit of this man. The number of times. Go back and watch this replay, guys. Take a shot every time Tengu drops a unit over this wall and a storm lands on top of it from Shuttle, because I think that was a lot of shots. That's a drinking game for you guys. Oh, man. What a painful, painful game from the Terran perspective, dude. Absolutely horrendous, but I'm very proud of this man for gutting it out and actually taking that win. I'm sure that feels ridiculously good. I bet that feels just fantastic to take down Shuttle. You know that he would be clowning on you if he did manage to win that. So really, really happy for this man, and really kind of shocked that this base never got taken, and that also Shuttle never transitioned into carrier or arbiter. Explain that one, guys. Explain that down in the comments for me, please. I dare you. I dare you to think up an explanation for that and type it in the comments, you absolute monsters. You blatant weirdos. What the hell? Try to explain that. I mean, I know that you can argue over anything. I remember watching, I saw a Twitter comment or a Twitter thread where it was like proof that anyone can, that people can argue about anything online, and it just had a picture of a cup of water, and the number of replies was like multiple thousands when I saw it. So, yeah, I didn't get into that. I didn't take a look at it. I know it's just absolute toxicity, but go ahead, guys. Explain that to me. Let's get that comment section going. It does help me to boost things up, and make sure to like the video as well, guys. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, it's been your Daily Dose. I'll see you tomorrow.